Presenting the trophy, le trophée à la championne de la saison du circuit court, c'est Emily Johnson et Monaghan Monroe complete the podium for this 2024
Bonjour, allo, salut, bienvenue à Quebec. Cutting off the very beginning of the course because they're still doing the U23 podiums. You can probably hear that. If you look ahead of me, you will see a camera. I'm actually gonna ride around here. That camera was in a different spot last year and they missed the winning move on this very same XCC course. And so I think I had something to do with that. But we're doing the XCO course right now. As you can see, we're going straight up the mountain, and this is not a road. I wouldn't quite call it proper steep, but it's a hard hill. Harder than last week. Even the parts that are kind of cut for MLS grass, they're all right. But you see very uneven, all these rocks coming up, lumps forming, constant tactical decision making, and I am here for it. Plus, the character of the climb changes a lot as you ride it. So, you know, we're just climbing a ski trail. What's this? It's woods. It's woods with multiple lines. I don't think it makes any sense to take that one, but it's a long climb. Don't want to get tired early. You can see lots of room to ride here. None of it easy. I mean, you can string together an easy line, but it's not like someone dropped half a dozen rocks in the trail and called it an obstacle. I'm back out of there, back onto the grass. It's actually downhill and fast. So if you're in traffic in that little wood section, you gotta hold back, sprint around that. Again, look at this up and down, bumps. I love it. It's like a mountain bike race or something. So this is slightly different from last year. Last year they really went straight through the woods into this beast of a climb. I like that they broke it up with that little grass loop, but this is just, I mean, this looks built, and it is, but it is very steep. I am sitting right on the nose of my saddle. This is a really good width for competition because it's not single track. Most of the riding single file. You look off to the left, got that super steep hero line. Good luck with it. But yeah, you know, it's gonna be a hard climb, but if you need to move up, you can, but you're gonna have to burn matches. You're gonna be smart about it. This corner is very steep. All right, right? You think you're at the top. You are not at the top. It actually gets worse. Right here, you see the water. Maybe you don't see it, but the soil is getting damper. Water is coming in. Oh, look, rocks. The topography, geology. The geology of this mountain is wild. And so you have a mix of sand, loamy soil, rocks, and where there are rocks, the water gets stuck and oozes out of the mountain. You can see, again, I don't know if you can see, should be able to see, it is wet, even though it doesn't rain today. Another steep corner here with a pinch in it. I think some pros could ride those rocks, maybe not at threshold. Hello. Whew. You can see I'm breathing. I'm talking, but I'm breathing. So it's hard. It's a lot harder than last week. Again, changed the course from last year. Last year they went straight up that. That sucked. They kind of cut it off again. Let you take in these beautiful views. The St. Lawrence. Hello. Also see, they put in a little quickcrete pea gravel there because they know we're sitting on those rocks. And if it gets wet, the water just comes down the mountain, hits the rocks, and oozes out. So we come back onto the ski trail. Yeah, again, pretty smooth. You know, this might be the smoothest part of the course, but it's got that, even with very short grass, that sapping feeling. So yeah, speaking of those rocks in that water, I actually have footage from last year. See how wet that dirt is up there? There's a rock gonna be on our left. There's a spring that just forms there when it rains. You can see they've armored it out. Big rocks in Quikrete. Last year, they were trying to dry off the course, move the mud around, and it just kept oozing out. It was wild. And of course, you know, a bunch of Americans are telling the Quebecois how they should fix it. And they're just like, okay, whatever, merci. Because they know this mountain. Yeah. Look at this. I love under these conifers. This is very soft, good grippy soil, a little grease on it. I think you really have to go through here. Whew, I'm gonna take off my glasses. It's quite dark, thank you. Lots of lines through here. This is probably the easiest one. I wouldn't quite call it easy. That little slab at the bottom is off at an angle. I am going to have to try left up these rocks because I don't know if I have the steep in it. All right, now it's a party. Yes, I'm riding this blind. Oh God, there we go. Woo! Okay, it's just like I remember, good. I don't have to go to the French hospital. Whoop, little dab there. Whew. That's definitely the chicken line. Kind of cuts across the trail. Woo! Very greasy in here. It was worse. The whole thing was that greasy last year. You gotta shoot through that without trying to turn. Actual puddles still on the course. Again, hasn't rained in a while. More Quikrete. Whew. I'm a little embarrassed about that dab. Might have to go back and clean it. A little cheat line there. Though those wet roots, they could get you. Again, going wide. I can't handle the steep. I would love to do this with some fitness sometime. Maybe without the dad bod. Again, look at how wet it is. Greasy and oily. Last year, they had to clean off the course. This is the really, All right, I'm gonna do that again because I think I can do it. But there's really one line right up here. If you're feeling like a hero, you can go wide. Maybe you can come in wide and cut over. This is the line I'm gonna try to take. Give myself a chance to catch my breath. Now, I would take some air out of my tire. We got plenty of chonk still to come. So I'm a little hesitant to do that. But I really want to get this one down because it's my only shot. All right. There we go. Come on. All right. We got 3 tries. That was 2. Part of the problem is I'm reaching for low gears. The right answer is really to power up it. To start a little further away. Tighten them up. Yeah, heart rate's still 160, so I'm working hard. Santa Cruz. Anyway, a competent rider could ride that without too much trouble. Nice left line there for passing. Little drop here, not really a drop. This was my favorite part of last year's course. They bridged it. Yes, I'm on the brakes, so sue me. That's okay though, because they kept this one, woo, pretty wild. Oh, loose there. Come on through. Trying to remember this as I ride it. I'm actually gonna cheat. It's not really slower there, but woo, it's choppy. Okay, there is a chicken line off to the right. Woo, I don't think anybody, it's not a mandatory here, but it helps. I don't think anybody is gonna be able to win the race going to the right there. It's just too wide, too long, too slow. One more drop. Okay, 2 more drops. Oh, a double drop, whatever. Woo! Oh, listen to that chain clang. My chain is off. Can you get back on? I cannot. My rear derailleur is on the way out. Someone wanted to do a bike check video on this. Here's the TLDR bike check. It is cheapest parts at Carbon Tallboy, where I've been breaking the parts off of it for 7 years. I think the only parts on this that qualify as good are the tires and the wheels. Oh man, forgot about that. Here's another split line that makes no sense. You got a dry line and a wet line. I would like to call the wet line the pinch flat line, because that's really, there's a little stream crossing. It's very abrupt. You know there's not gonna be dirt on it because it's a stream crossing. So yeah. But you know, if there's traffic on the dry line, which there could very easily be, it's easy, but it's easy for one person at a time. In a group, that'd be pretty tricky. Also, I remember Pidcock, look like somebody had a flat through here over this little bridge. Now this is my jam. These roots. Let me sing you the song of my people. Oh, I love roots. Not the same when they're dry, but as a New Englander from a flat part of Massachusetts, roots is about all I can hang my hat on. Oh look, there's a pump line with a tabletop in it. Guess who's not gonna hit the tabletop? It's me. Woo! This is probably a double. Not gonna hit the double. This is actually extremely fun. And I love how they do it. And they're done, back to rocks. Whoa, tight line. Whew. Very grippy grass. Tech zone, comfortably close to the rocks, but not so close. Should take stupid risks. Flyover. I think I've never ridden a flyover before. I mean, not like I've ridden the Gogans flyover, but no disrespect. That's the real deal. I'm about to catch my breath again. You know it's a good course when you're catching your breath at the downhill between uphill sections. Little checkerboard bridge. Look at that. Oh, I had some fun making that. Look at those rocks. Every middle-aged trail builder's wet dream right there. All right, here we come up to what I would consider to be riding straight up the damn hill done right. It's a straight shot, punch it up. Who's got the power? I think, you know, this is okay. We want a variety of stuff. Anybody who's ridden a mountain bike knows sometimes you just gotta ride your bike up the hill and it sucks, whatever. I also think it's important for people who are just good at pedaling uphill to get their innings in. Believe me, they will get their innings on this. This is just straight up a hill. Probably some more good St. Lawrence views behind us. I do like that they have time checks on here. I think it's a really good spot for it. Believe it or not, that was almost the entire lap. We come up this, we go back down, and if I remember correctly, I needed to take the right line because the left line has a gap that I'm not sure I can clear. I think if you put a gun to my head or my name on a big enough check, I could clear it. But neither of those situations are what's happening right here. It's me pedaling up a hill, probably irritating the hell out of this guy in front of me. Typical Cosmo Catalano stuff. Little drainage, just to make that much harder. Are you gonna go left here?
Oh, left line?
Yeah. I will probably take the right, but I'll probably be slower than you.
Yeah, I might take a left.
Okay. All right. Look, Coupe de Mont. That's French for Cup of the World. Yeah, so this is pretty easy. There's some really cool rock overs over there, RC. But there's also a gap. Woo. I remember thinking, well, I don't know if I can clear this. Oh, hey, I'm not on the course. Hey, I need to fix that tape, or I missed something. One of the two. All right, back together. This is what happens when you ride a course from memory, kids. Maybe there's a start loop. No, that's not the line. It's okay. Over the magic stairs. Yay! Whoa, baby, that's steep. Oh, that is beautiful. And dodge those rocks. This is actually very loose. Oh my. That could be some last lap drama. You get tired, you try to turn on that dust. You're in to have what I refer to as a bad time. Tunnel. Whee! In addition to the berms, I can't remember if there's 3 or 4. This is the tabletop. This ends with a series of berms and a stadium sprint. It's just a wonderful course. Mix of everything. Tight and just tight, a lot tighter than I remember. Wow, I am bad at this. Gotta ride park more. So it happens. It's like cyclocross. Whoa. Okay, well. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is still the right way. This was on the XCC course. People were racing on this 23 minutes ago. So. Whee! I don't actually think that I need permission to ride this. I think they just don't care. But I went out and got it, because that's what I do. The imp in me is wondering how well secured those cameras are. Because, you know, you could probably get one of those. And I think they're pretty expensive. But please don't do that. Humpy, humpy, humpy. Woo!
Turning them heads up, eyes on me, wanna see it up close.
This would be my absolute favorite way to finish a mountain bike race. Narrow enough, position is relevant. Wide enough, tactics and passing. I wouldn't be good at this part. I remember this is just a big berm with a very steep, oh yeah. Apex is tighter than it looks. You gotta stay tight. I think Alessandra Keller lost like 3 or 4 spots right there last year. I go check the footage. This is extremely loose. I think that's the 80% tent. It is. Power up here. Whee! And we're done. 25 minutes. Well, that counts arriving in the parking lot. Now 20 minutes. Woo! enjoyed that more than I should have. It was very fun.